day of our lives, we see small but no less lethal Hurricane Katrinas. Every year, in public schools, millions of black, Latino, and poor kids are miseducated, thereby destroying, as surely as any hurricane, their life hopes and chances.
Hey. We need the movement of millions to bring true social power to civilians. You don't gotta swallow the bullshit from the one that you follow and free your mind from the mud that you wallow in. Hey, from the confusion of social repression and destitution, there is only one solution to this intrusion. The movement of millions to bring forth a revolution. Now who's in? Those engaged in the struggle for freedom and justice and the liberation of political prisoners. We need those dedicated to change so that rich and poor children are educated the same. Yeah, we need the movement to resist the fraction that brought you patriot acts but not patriotic actions. We need the movement that unites, not divides us despite all the trauma, cause my people are survivors.
We need a movement of millions to build true social power, to free our minds and our bodies from the mud that we languish in. We need a movement of millions to transform our current social reality of repression and destitution. We need a movement of millions to bring back light to the eyes of our people, to engage in a struggle for freedom, for justice, and for liberation. We need a movement of millions, of the poor, of workers, of women, of youth, of students, of prisoners, of all those dedicated to change, to build independent organizations that can't be bought or sold and will do the work necessary to be free.
We are back in for Hard Knock Radio. Pam, let me ask you this. I understand that you've been organizing. Who have you been organizing with, and what are you guys organizing to do?
Like I said, we've been organizing with members of the former, inmates that was on death row, and we're organizing with other anti-death penalty organizations, Kids Against the Death Penalty, Students Against the Death Penalty. I'm saying we're organizing around the world. We got people coming in here from France. We got them coming in from Germany, and we got them coming in from parts of Africa, Puerto Rico, and our people are taking a stand because we understand very clearly and that this was designed to kill Mumia. And you know what else? I don't want nobody hopping up in my face. And look, my email, PamAfrica@gmail.com. My phone number is 215-476-8812. Tell me that we're trying to divide off the anti-death penalty movement. Any fool that believes that just want to believe it, or is some other question about what your intentions are. Because what we're talking about is building the abolition movement and making it all that it's supposed to be, because ain't no way in the world anyone who opposes the death penalty and talking about murdering anybody should sit on the death penalty, on an anti-death penalty forum at all. They must be removed, and for the sake of 100% pure, true abolition.
No
For those
doubt.
people who don't believe in killing, how in the world? Let me tell you one thing. These monsters dropped a bomb killing 11 men, women, and children in our family, and no one has yet to hear us say, put them people on death row and kill them, because we understand your politics, we understand exactly what you're doing, and our position is to destroy the mentality that cause a person that want to kill by educating your mothers, your sons, your daughters, educating people around who you are, and they see us all as successful, and that's why they're doing this. This is not only an attack on Mumia, it's an attack on righteousness. It's an attack on all that is right. And I'm saying again, ain't nowhere in the world anybody should be standing up there saying that, this is a small thing. And Mumia's on death row right now. They have a black filmmaker by the name of Tigray Hill, who has a documentary film that will be coming out on September the 21st. They're going to have worldwide media and everything is going to be there. And also, so I don't want to hear that stuff where people be saying, well, if you talk about it, then you producing it for them. I ain't got to produce it for them. These fools got all the media. They got CNN, C-SPAN. They got all that bull that they're going to be having, at that event. But I want to tell people exactly what it is so you can get ready. You can get on the move and do what is necessary to stop this murder of Mumia and other folks that's on death row and around the world for whatever terrorist thought that these people have.
So you just said that there's a new film coming out. I know that they've released a number of different films about Mumia that were hit pieces, but what in particular, what is this new film about as far as you know?
It's about this film producer, Tiger Hill, has the backing of the GOP, and people should understand that, and all these right-wing organizations, and to do a film to take down Mumia. They have this is a black filmmaker, okay? He has a black DA stating that, and this is when he was running for district attorney, stating that, Mumia is guilty. There's absolutely no evidence to show the fact that Mumia didn't have a fair trial, and he's going to see to it that Mumia is executed. And I'm saying, and that's the work that he's doing. He's in that film saying that. They have a black police commissioner in there. They have a black mayor in there. And as I understand, they have pulled someone from this anti-death penalty movement to say that they believe in a death penalty for everybody except Mumia, or something to those words, because I found out that, people from that movement is in that film. And what they're doing now to try to make it appear that it is not a racist thing that is going on here, they did just like they did with the Obama administration. They put black folks there to do the bidding of what it is that they want to do. And, it's plain as that. And when we tried to battle the black DA.
What's his name?
Seth Williams. And when we went to battle by putting out information, by challenging him, and to the merits and the points in Mumia's case, he never would do that. But we had black folks, because of their desire, their want to have their first black DA. To have their first black DA. They refused to stand up and make this man do what was right. Now, there is a person by the name of Michael Cord, who's an attorney here, who have done work for Mumia and supported him, because he said he would support any black person running for a first anything. But the difference between Michael Cord and a lot of those people who voted for him, once he got in there and he continued to do the things that he was doing, stating that he's going to kill Mumia, covering up murders by the police, and this man wrote a document out on him. He has still been on the front line stating that this man is a liar. He put me and him on a radio station together, and and he said his part, and the attorney, Michael Cord, he defended, and he stated very clearly about Mumia's case. This is something I want to ask people to do. And because right here in Philadelphia, we had the head of the Black Congressional Caucus at this particular point when they stated that they investigated Mumia's case and found out that he's innocent. They said that they believe that he's innocent. That was a document written in 1995, and they was calling for a fair trial for Mumia. In 1999, when the second death warrant was done, they did the same thing. And also in 99, they wrote letters to Janet Reno and, begging for, her to do what was right by Mumia based on the evidence and that they had before them, that Mumia did not have a fair trial and he was possibly innocent. Well, you can't hear nothing from these people no more. And all of them supposed to be anti-death penalty. I think at this particular point, people need to start calling on Congressman Shaka Fattah and, to ask him, what do he think about this? What do you think about this film that is getting ready to come out that's on Mumia that is calling for the death of him? How come he's not demanding that these people show the evidence that he found that showed that Mumia didn't have a fair trial? What about, the SCLC, the NAACP? I haven't heard nothing from any of these groups and dealing with it. And maybe they haven't heard of it, okay? But it's up to people here and of this listening. Get in contact with these people. Ask them to stand up and take a stand now.
And I also want to just put out there that the head of the Congressional Black Caucus is Barbara Lee, whose district we are actually in right now. So some of the people who are listening are in the congressional district of the CDC, and that being Barbara Lee. So I know that she has this quote unquote progressive, this progressive air about her. But the question needs to be raised, just like Pam said, is what is she doing for Mumia concretely? What is she doing about the death penalty concretely, not just words, but what is she doing? And I challenge the listeners to call on her office and call on these other politicians' offices to get them in line with Mumia Abu Jamal.